Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back for Midday Live, minus a couple of people. But listen, we have to keep the show rolling. Big up the chat. Big up everyone in the building. We got man like Lee Gunner in the building. What you say, Lee? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. The sun's shining. I'm breathing. No top gooners have got me yet. So,
Yeah.
it's all good, man. And I'm worn out, but we're here, man. We had some pull-ups, Sage. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Always. Big up Nobbins, you know what I mean? Stepping in. Big up to you, man. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Again, filling in the shoes for LB, who I don't know why he's not here. I don't know if he had too much to drink. I don't know. Either way, it's simply not good enough. Serious words need to be said. But yeah, thank you for having me on again, man.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone here, man. Smash these likes up, man. We've got a lot to discuss, Got England, we got Lamine Yamal. Definitely have to talk about him and Spain. And also a bit on the transfer window, man. This crazy PSR transfer window. I don't know what it's on, but listen, we'll discuss it, man. But there's only one place to start, and that's the England game yesterday.
Oh, do we have
my word, man. Seriously. Honestly, Lee. I'll start with you, man. Troy, it's crazy, man. England, they keep getting away with it, man. They keep getting away with it. And they got themselves out of it. Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying to you? Bro, madness, man. Madness, bro.
Mate, there's only so long you can keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. 95th minute was our first shot on target. Yeah, that's an embarrassment. Yo. Yeah, this team, somebody put in my chat, I don't know if it's true, but there was quite a few people put it in over the course of the day, saying that squad is worth 1.5 billion. Yeah, and Slovakia's is worth 152 million. Yeah, and look at the way they bopped us off the park. They could have been 3-0 up at halftime. Yeah, and they could have broke away a couple of times even after we went 2-1 up. Like they had one just when they spanked it and he should have scored, like from a yard out. And yeah, I just look at it, man. I think like the arrogance of these players, they're the most unlikable bunch of players I think I've ever seen, like for England. Yeah, the arrogance of these players, it's like they've been slapping teams 5-0. Like, and do you know what winds me up, right? Because I think every single one of them pretty much were useless yesterday. Yeah, we got Pickford at the end going on like he's a prime Buffon. Like, the guy's
he loves it.
His entire life, and the arrogance of that bloke is just unbelievable. Right, then you've got John Stones. I don't know what's happened to this guy. One where he just let the ball roll past him. I was like, "What are you doing, mate?"
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they're just like they can't be asked. It's like they're just trying to get knocked out, say go on holiday or something. I don't know. And then midfield, Kobe Mino, that didn't really work. Our midfield looks ridiculously poor. Doesn't matter which three are in midfield. Jude Bellingham. The more I watch this guy, the more I dislike him. Like he has got.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
What's changed?
Right, I'll tell you what's changed. The fact that he's so up his own backside. Pause. Yeah. That when he scored that goal yesterday, he's giving it all of that to the crowd, and Harry Kane's kind of told him, "Yo, calm down," sort of thing. He's giving it. Who else? What did you do for 95 minutes, mate? Yeah, what did he actually do? Fantastic goal, by the way. Unbelievable finish. Yeah, but number one, why are you running off, giving it all the big one? It's 1-1. Get the ball out the back of the net and take it back to the centre circle. Yeah. Number two, why is Harry Kane then joining in doing your celebrations? It's Slovakia, mate. We're supposed to slap them. Yeah, and then you got him kissing Harry Kane on the forehead. Mate, not only that, let me just come back to Foden for 1 second. Phil Foden looking straight down the line, offside, and then does 65,000 celebrations, right, for a goal that was offside. Find shame. Every single one of them needs to find shame. They're all sitting in the diary room chatting rubbish as this big brother. They're all sitting in the lion's den. Somebody said in my chat yesterday, England just need to buy a dog. I said they've already got one. His name's Josh Denzel.
Oh,
yeah? Like real talk.
Shit.
I'm sick and tired of it, mate. Yeah, they're going on like they're the greatest team in world football. Mate, he must be cheap. He must be cheap, like Josh Denzel. He's everywhere. Like real talk, he must be super cheap or have a great agent. Yeah. And do you know what's changed with Bellingham before I shut up and let Nobbins talk here? Is I've watched him all season. And when he strolled into Madrid, he strolled in with a bit of swagger, bit of cockiness, and I like that. It's now gone to arrogance. Yeah. Because he strolled into Madrid and his performances were actually decent. Yeah. And then he started to win man of the match. He was nicking goals, but he was actually playing well. Yeah, and then gradually he's got worse and worse and worse. But he was still nicking a couple of goals here and there and saving against Barcelona 3-2, blah blah blah. And then it got to the winter break in January or end of December. Sorry, he's come back and he's been absolutely dog shit. Real talk, been awful ever since. Yeah, but his PR has gone up and up and up and up, and his performances have gone like that, and his ego is massive.
Did you see what he said though?
He's now got arrogance from confidence. Yeah, and he's now starting to believe his own hype. Yeah, and it's like, mate, just shut up and get on with it. Because I'll tell you what, people get on to me for saying he won't be at Madrid in 3 years. He won't. He's their worst midfielder. Let's be real with it.
I don't know. I think he will. Unless Liverpool come in and put in a bid, I think he will.
He'll be there in 3 years.
Can I not say that? But I think for me, though, like I get it. Yeah, he's a bit loud, isn't it? Like he loves to get in the thing. But I do believe though, sometimes you need to have confident footballers. He backs it up though. When you actually look at it, he gets his goals in big moments. Like
no, I agree with that. But he don't back it up. His performance stunk yesterday, Saeed.
Yeah, I know he did.
And one goal, now he's Ballon d'Or shouts again. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? He was awful. He was lucky he was still on the pitch. Yeah, but
I think everyone was awful. For me, I disagree with you on the Kobe Mainoo. I thought Kobe Mainoo was our best midfielder yesterday. I thought Rice wasn't great. I thought Jude Bellingham wasn't great. I thought Kobe Mainoo, honestly, the senior players, he put them to shame. Just from his calm presence on the ball, he put them to shame. But Jude Bellingham, I don't know what did he say again, guy? Nobby, I don't know what did he say in the camera. He said, "What did he say again?
Who else? Yes,
yeah, who else?" And I think for me, that almost like justifies, like, you know what, like I am a big game player in terms of when it matters the most, I can deliver in that moment. That one chance or that goal that out of nothing really, overhead kick. Unbelievable. Like, where's the kind of like if I was to say to you, Nobbies, like, do you think he should change? Like, is it one of them where like he is so confident because he's believed his own hype from what, 17, 18? It's mad.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly worked for him. He's 21 years old and he's got the confidence to do an overhead kick in the 95th minute and ultimately it's going in the back of the net. So I'm not going to complain too much about it, to be fair. I didn't really like his comments after the game. I thought I had more of an issue with those, to be honest.
What did he say after the game?
He basically said something, I'm paraphrasing here, so apologies, but he said something along the lines of, I don't really get where the criticism from England fans is coming from. Look, we're winning games. Let's be positive, I think was the basic gist of what he said. And I didn't really agree with that because there's been a lot of England players coming out. I think Kane came out, Rice came out, and they've basically gone, you shouldn't really be criticizing us. Ex-pros shouldn't be saying this about us. And I think the criticism's been warranted. I don't think we played well once, outside of maybe 30 minutes against Serbia in like the first half. So I think that there is a balance. These players, we expect a lot from these players. They are very good. Jude Bellingham just won La Liga Player of the Year. Foden just won Premier League Player of the Year. Kane top scorer in the Bundesliga, etc. I expect a lot from these players. So I think the criticism is warranted, especially if it's reasonable as well. I don't think anyone's gone overboard. We expect you to do better against 45th ranked Slovakia. I think that's totally reasonable to expect us to do better against them, not relying on 90th minute winners. Just like on the players, I agree with Said. I thought Mainoo was good, to be honest. We clearly need him to start every game. It allows Rice to be more of that defensive-minded midfielder, which is his strengths. It mitigates his weaknesses a lot. But the issues are still there, as has been the case in every single game. Kyle Walker, non-City fans seemingly are only just realizing what City fans have been saying all season. But sadly,
is he done?
He's done at the highest level. He's done. He used to at least be. He's never been that good offensively in the past few years, but he was at least solid defensively. He doesn't even have that to rely on anymore. Like he's done at the highest level, in my opinion. I don't know what else Trent needs to do to get a start. Like, who cares if he's a bit of a defensive liability when you've got Kyle Walker there, who is the exact same. Even Gahey yesterday, who's probably been our best player, terrible on their goal, just switches off, jogs back, doesn't even realise the runner. Stones looks like he's just come back off an injury. He's been shocking. Trippier is a one-footed, right-sided right back playing at left back. It's impossible for that to work. Foden, I'm not going to make too many excuses for him. He has been bad, but at the same time, he's still not even being played in his correct position. That's not a good thing. Saka's being trebled up on, and again, Walker's not providing support. I don't know what's going on with Harry Kane. Just missing sitters. I don't know what he's doing. Like constantly dropping deep. You're not Carrick.
Oh.
You're not 2008 Scholes. You're not Pirlo. Please, can you stop getting at the halfway line? Thank you very much. Lee's touch on Bellingham's performance with Gareth, I thought was relatively poor. But again, he got the goal, so that's all anyone's going to talk about. But this is, and saw a lot of people say, "Oh, isn't this very, Real Madrid? It's very France. We're not playing well, but we're still getting the wins." I don't buy that, because at least with those teams, you believe that the next game it will be better.
Yeah.
And the next game the players will step up, and that Mbappe will step up for France, or Vinicius will step up for Real Madrid. And even if they are, getting away with it, they're doing it against Man City. They're doing it against Bayern Munich. Very good teams. We're having to do it against Slovakia. I don't think the comparison's fair, to be honest. And I've got no faith that we beat Switzerland on Saturday. And Switzerland, very, very, very well coached side. But in terms of individuals, we should be beating them. But I've got no faith that we will.
Do you know what? Just to add to that, yeah, when you said about about Real Madrid, France, etc., the difference is the player's attitude, which is why I'm surprised Bellingham's so cocky. Yeah, because he plays for Madrid. Yeah, and that place humbles you real quick. Quick. You ain't walking in there like you're the Bertie Big Bollocks. You get told real time, sit down. We've seen it with Vinny this season, where he got hooked off in the Classico. Funny enough, Jude scored the winner, and he started giving it to Ancelotti. Ancelotti grabbed hold of him and said, "Sit fuck down," kind of thing. He sat down and then obviously went on to win the game. And it's like, I want to read this quote out real quick here, because this is the difference in the humility of these people, right? Because Antonio Rudiger, after they drew with Leipzig at home, but actually got through to the quarterfinals, said this, yeah? "No, we do not celebrate this. We do not celebrate this because it was not a good performance. At the end of the day, we're through, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about." Yeah, now compare that to these shameless bastards playing for England. Yeah, that was after they put in a stupid performance at home, drew 1-1. Yeah, and he's come out and said that. Now look at the way ours are shamelessly celebrating everything. It's like, mate, you were crap. Yeah, you won the game. You got extremely lucky to win the game, and fair play, you won it. Yeah, however, just keep it zipped. Yeah, they're all out. Declan Rice giving it the big one again last night. Mate,
yeah, they were giving it. What did he call him? A ball summit? You know what I mean? That was crazy.
Mate, he's done more interviews in the last week, than I think I've ever seen him do before, ever. Like, he's sitting there he's giving it all the big one in every interview. It's like, mate, you've been horrible to watch. Like,
apparently.
But this is the thing, sorry, it's just, let me finish on this landmark point. Sorry, one thing, we wouldn't care if they actually played really well and lost. Like, real talk. Yeah, we genuinely would not care. If we were bopping the ball around like Spain do, and we ended up losing 2-1, we'd go, do you know what? We gave it a good go. It didn't quite work. Yeah, but the fact that we're sneaking through every game against teams that we should be beating, and then the arrogance afterwards, I think that's why there's a lot of people upset about it.
Yeah,
if they shut their mouths, I don't think many people care really.
No. But you know what it is though, Lee, man? I don't know. I think Double A said to me yesterday, was it Double A? We haven't had a Premier League goal scorer. It's been Kane, Bellingham, and who else has scored in this tournament? I think that's it, isn't it? Hey? Yeah, that's it.
I think,
yeah, so when he said, who else? He said it's him or it's Harry Kane. You know what I mean? Like, no Premier League player scored a goal yet. Do you know what I mean?
This tournament is seriously highlighting how crap the Premier League is, by the way.
Bro.
Yeah, because that is literally copy and paste from Premier League, what we've been watching for England. Yeah, it's copy and paste. Slow, boring, U-shaped football. Yeah, with the arrogance. And do you know what I find funny? Yeah, the fact that they're coming out giving it the big one all the time, right, is because they're not used to criticism, because they live in their little Premier League bubbles, right, of constant PR. And now it's not just Premier League fans that are supporting them. Yeah, now they ain't got the constant PR every day, which is why they're trying to force it every day. Yeah,
you know what?
Look how shameless Arsenal's PR is. Yeah, Man United's PR. Man City to a lesser degree, to be fair. Man City actually wins stuff, so it's not bad. But our clubs, we're constant PR. And then if these players do go on social media, which we know they do, they then see 100,000 people, all with Saka profile picture or Rice profile picture, making out they were great, even if they drop a stinker.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah, but now you've got Norwich fans, Leeds fans, Doncaster fans, and they're just going to say it as it is because they don't rate the Premier League anyway.
Facts. You know what? That's what it is, you know, man. I've noticed that, you know, the
And
ones
these men
that
ain't
don't
used to
really.
it, Si. They're not used to it, which is why they're giving it all of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a pylon. Jude Bellingham said there's a pylon where we had to throw it back at you. Bro, if you were trash for 95 minutes, how about shut up?
Yeah. You know what though? Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I want the chat to get involved as well. Yeah, is Kane like a hindrance now to England? Like, is like Kane like a hindrance to England because he comes in too deep. He doesn't stay up front. I feel like his mobility is gone. His physical kind of like, I don't know. You know, I just started to look at Kane, man, and he really, really like pisses me off when England play. Like when he's playing for Bayern Munich, I don't mind. Like, you know what I mean? But like a lot of the chat, like, is he a hindrance, guys? Like, because if we're in England now, get a new striker in here, it's gonna be Tony, it's gonna be Watkins, Solanke. There ain't no kind of real kind of good strikers around in this aspect right now. Like what? Like I call you Nob is like, is Kane probably tactically? I know you do a lot of stuff there, but like, what do you think, bro?
If he keeps playing like this, then yeah, because he's not even scoring the chances he should be scoring. The whole dropping deep gimmick worked at Spurs because he had like runners like Son to bounce off. It works at Bayern because he's got like runners like Sane, Coman, Gnabry, whoever to run off him. It worked for England in the past because we took Marcus Rashford, a runner for him, and Sterling and players like that who want to run in behind and are quick, and therefore it makes sense for a striker to run and do that. If you pack the team with ball to feet players like Foden and Bellingham, then it doesn't make any sense to have your striker also want the ball to feet because no one's making the runs in behind. So we either need to short term, Kane doesn't really work, or for future tournaments it can work, but you need to take the right players. I don't care how bad Rashford was this season or how bad people thought he was. I'm still taking him in the squad because I think you need his skill set. You need the sort of player he is. I'm amazed that Gordon hasn't seen more minutes at this tournament because he also would have Kane would have also benefited from that. So you can't have both ways. You've either got, I think the way we're playing now, it would be in our best interest to drop Kane, to be honest. If you want to get the most out of Kane, then you bring the right players into the squad. But Southgate hasn't done that. And the players that he does have who would benefit Kane, he's not playing. So it's this weird situation where he's almost starting him for the sake of starting him. And it's actually not helping or contributing because Kane's dropping deep, which means that he's getting in Bellingham's way, who's also getting in Foden's way. And then Trippier's not making the runs. So all you've got is Saka, who still prefers the ball to feet in most instances, but he's now our only outlet and he can't take on the whole team. So it's just a massive mess.
Can't take on anyone.
To be well, yeah.
Wait, how many times, sorry to cut you off, Nobbins, here, but how many times, right? I said this on my watch along yesterday. For Arsenal in England, does he run back facing his own goal to receive the ball? Now look at the difference in other nations. Yeah, that 16-year-old boy is putting every single one of these wingers to shame. Yeah, they should all hang their heads. Yeah, and then again, he's coming out giving it the Bertie the other day. Oh yeah, if I play at left back, that's not going to help the team. Well, hold up, you went to left back and we won the game, mate.
Did we actually look better with him at left back? You know, that was a good discussion. You know,
but this is the thing. They talk because they're not used to the criticism. Yeah, and you're right, Nobbins. Right, Harry Kane's probably our best player in terms of ability. Yeah, Foden's class as well. But in terms of ability, vision, weight of pass, etc., Harry Kane is our best player. So get pace round him. Yeah, and we're not. We're just getting all this slow, boring, methodical, sideways crap that we see every week in the Premier League. Yeah, and this is why we won't win nothing. You've got a manager that's bowed down to pressure from the outside world, like from the fans and all of that, by playing Saka at left back. Yeah, like people are out here criticising Righty, and I'm the biggest Righty hater when it comes to his comments on Arsenal Football Club. Well, what did he say the other day that was wrong? Yeah, play Palmer. Palmer's better footballer than Saka. Yeah, so he can actually take a man on and he can cross the ball. Saka just goes sideways and backwards. Yeah, and he'll try and do a quick 1-2. Yeah, and Saka's been poor for a year, but his goals mastered last season. Yeah, so if you're going to do that, you're right. Rashford should have gone. Yeah, what's his name? Gordon should be getting more game time because then when Kane wants to drop in deep, Bellingham, Kane, and Foden all getting in each other's way. Because Foden wants all of them. Kane's dropping in, and Bellingham's trying to get forward, and it's just that it's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
But I think he played all right yesterday, Saka. You know, because I feel like he inverted centrally. You know what I mean? I thought he gave us a bit more balance. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the thing with football. Like, I get it, Saka doesn't want to, be there yet. But I feel like on the right-hand side, I'm not seeing, because Kyle Walker's not giving him no give and go. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's not doing the whole...
Saka's also played on the left side. He played left back, I think, 22 times in his career. But in the first team, he's played left mid about 50 times and left wing about 30 times. So it's not like he's never done it before and it's some new concept. Oh my God, Ian Wright said something so bad. He's actually played 100 times on the left.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But you know what it is though? With Arsenal, I feel like Ben White helps. I feel like that's why Ben White is very underrated for me, man. I think he helps Saka a lot of the times go on the outside. Do you know what I mean? So when Saka, I feel like what Saka does a lot is he comes in centrally. He's barely on the right. Ben White will get on the overlap, and then Saka is so dangerous coming in on his left foot, and then boom, he scores a goal from that kind of angle. Kyle Walker is he's not giving that same technical balance on that right-hand side. That's why he's so suffering. And can he do the same thing he does at Arsenal? I don't know if he can. But on the left-hand side, if he stays on that side, at least then he can say, you know what? I'm just going to cut in centrally. I'm going to give a goal. You know what I mean? It's a bit more.
Or he could go down the wing and actually cross the ball because his right foot's useless.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Can't cross with his right. Can't shoot properly with his right most of the time. So do something different. But the thing is, the fact that we're doing all of this in a major tournament is a shambles.
I know.
This should have been done in the qualifiers or the friendlies.
Bro, he had Mitchell. Livermento
could have
Livermento, who's, for me, even that guy from Newcastle, I think he's very, very good, I don't even know Lewis Hall.
Hall.
Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's a bad boy left back.
A championship left back who's left-footed would have been preferable to Trippier.
Bro, Alfie Dawson. What's his name? The one that plays for Luton Town. Doherty, yeah, Alfie Doherty. Bro, go and get him, man.
Oh, you're right, Nobbin. If we picked an 11 from the championship that were English, they would have put in more effort than this lot.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Come on. What are we doing here? 100%, man. They would have done better. You know what I mean? But again, like I said to you, I just think the arrogance, you know what I mean? I don't know what he's doing, Southgate. And also, did you see Tony? He goes, did you see Southgate's press conference, by the way, at the end? He mentioned Tony was pissed off with 1 minute to coming on. I said, why not, bro? Are you, is he, so out of touch with, just in general, people's feelings? Why would you not be pissed off with 1 minute to go that you're getting brought on? Why would you not be pissed off? Why? What are you going to do in 1 minute? I get it. Jude Bellingham scored an unbelievable goal and the rest is history. But, bro, 1 minute? You didn't even give me, little 5-10 minutes? Come on, man. What are you doing here, man?
His decision-making is so odd. We saw Saka at left back before we saw Trent at right back, before we saw Foden in the middle. It's just so weird. It's just a really weird situation. I don't really get what he's doing, to be honest. The sooner he's gotten, the better for England's sake.
Bro, it's a madness, man. It's a madness. But listen, Switzerland, I'm telling you now, they are a team. Yeah? Bro, Switzerland, I think they're going to embarrass us, I really do.
Akanji's going to dunk on us, genuinely.
Bro, Akanji is excellent. Xhaka. Yo, Arsenal fans. Bro, madness. Xhaka, Vargas. They've got the kid up front, Bolo.
Bolo, yeah.
They've got Frula, who's having an amazing tournament. They've got, they've got a very, very solid team, man. You know what I mean? They've got a solid team, and they're tough to break down. They're tough to beat. And you know what? Nah, man. And they won't fold like the way we were. They will have their shape.
Organized. They actually know what they're doing.
They are organized, man.
And I said this yesterday, right? Our players always look like they're panicking when they've got the ball. It's like the ball is lava. It's like, oh, I don't want it. No, you have it. Yeah, and then you get the odd one that tries to do a bit too much instead of playing it safe. We do not play as a team. We play as a bunch of individuals playing for themselves.
Oh shit! He's suspended. Who's playing centre back?
It's gonna be Dunk, isn't it?
It's probably Declan Rice.
Nah, it can't be Dunk. It can't be
Konsa, maybe Konsa.
Konsa, yeah.
He hasn't given Gomez a minute, has he?
Centre back before, so maybe Declan Rice is at centre back.
Nah, he won't play Declan Rice centre back. Nah, sure.
No, well, you never know. It's Southgate, mate.
Bro. Nah, you know what?
If Harry Kane's dropping back, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays centre back.
Bro, that's mad, man. It's crazy. But listen, I don't think even the guys I haven't mentioned that Endori's had a good tournament. Yeah,
been great.
man. Gomez and Conso. To be fair, he hasn't given Dunk 1 minute of football, and then he'll just start to play him. I don't see that possibly happening, but he actually has played him while the competition. You know, when we've done like, you know, friendlies and whatnot, he's been the first person in that centre back. You know, does he really trust him? You know, Konza in there? I don't know. Back three? Nah, surely not.
What, Saka left wing back, run it back.
Wow. That's mad. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. But listen, we'll find out. Man. Are you guys predicting Switzerland? I'm predicting Switzerland, me. I think Switzerland will win.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, I don't think it'll even be uncomfortable for Switzerland. I think it'll be 2-0, and it'll be really embarrassing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mate, we didn't even have a single shot on target until Bellingham scored against Slovakia. Yeah, and Slovakia are 45th ranked in the world. This lot are a lot better. So yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah,
facts, man, 100%. Guys, I see there Trent and Gomez. Did you see the pictures, by the way, the video? They're just pissed off on that. They didn't even get to play on that. They were in the background. They didn't even celebrate. So fair play to them, man. They didn't really give a fuck.
Mate, that's an unhappy camp, no matter how many times they want to keep posting all this stuff. Some of them players are sitting there thinking, why am I here? I could be on holiday.
Yeah. Facts,
and then they're looking at the performances of the players that are playing, thinking, why am I playing over him?
Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%, man.
That's what Southgate's always had. At least he inherited a really bad team who were down in the dumps. But the positive was, well, he's made everyone happy, and it was good vibe. As an England fan, I thought it was good vibes as well, to be honest. And now we don't even have that to fall back on. Now it's just everyone's depressed. The players are unhappy. The players are coming out. It's like a siege mentality sort of thing. They're not taking good criticism. They're just taking it as like attacks. We haven't even got the positive vibes to fall back on now. It's just like awful.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like them against the fans.
Yeah,
that's how it seems with every interview they do.
Oh, the fans left. Did you see the statement at Sky News, by the way?
Yeah, that was funny.
Bro, can I just say, you've just gone to Germany. You've literally spent a fortune.
Yeah. What traffic are you trying to beat?
Bro, what traffic are you trying to beat? Oh, I want to get home early. Trying to beat the traffic. Broski, you've just spent money to go to watch Germany and you're leaving early. I never get that, man, from fans, Like, generally. Like, why are you going home early? Bro, it's 1-0. You never know what can happen in injury time. And man are saying, yeah, go in. And then a guy who's got a Jude Bellingham. Do you see him, do you? He had a Jude Bellingham on his back here. Oh, he scored? Oh, man, I swear that. I never get fans that do that, man. It's crazy, man. I get it if you're around the corner or something like, I don't know, but you literally got all the freeway to Germany. But anyway, that's just what I just wanted to get off my chest. But anyway, guys, there's nearly 1.4K in the building. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but let's get up to 500 ASAP because we're going to speak about a very, very special player. I don't know if Lee's got a backdrop of Lamine Yamal.
I need to get one.
Yeah. Bro, Lamine Yamal, man. And just in general, Spain. Wow. 1-0 down. Do you know what I mean? I had to go rush to Lee Gunner's channel, you know what I'm saying, and see the madness that unfolded. But then, bro, they started cooking.
Everyone speaks too soon, man. My chat was lighting up. You're in the mud. Yeah, Spain are rubbish. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I predicted 5-0 and they scored all 5 of the goals.
Bro.
And that's the only goal they've conceded all tournament. They had about 30 odd shots. They could have scored about 7 or 8. Yeah, and they play unbelievable football. Yeah, and Pedri dropped a stinker, by the way.
I know. He wasn't great.
He made a good pass, like one good pass, and that was about it. Yeah, but Rodri's class. Yeah, that first touch for his goal, like Nico Williams was on smoke. What a goal that was, by the way. Again, with Ruiz pinging the ball out, the first touch made that. The second touch, so many times I've watched him for Bilbao, Williams, and the second touch, he'll overrun it. The second touch was perfect. No. He cut inside, and I was like, what are you going to do? You going to square it? No, back of the net. But that kid's on smoke, man, that Yamal, bro. That is why, like, when I hear fans speaking about trebled up, doubled up, bro, he don't care. He'll just take them all on.
You take them all
like, he came off the bench the other day and inside 10 seconds, nutmegged one player and went around the other 2. I was like, you're taking a piss. Like 16. There's no excuse for any other winger, that's in their 20s, not to be as good as him. There's no excuse.
No excuse, man.
First touch immaculate. Left and right foot. He can dribble. He's pretty quick. Nothing, but he don't rely on any speed or pace to get past players. Yeah,
No.
and his footballing IQ is ridiculous for 16.
Ridiculous.
9 times out of 10, he'll pick the right pass. The only thing that I'd say is a flaw in his game at the minute is his shooting. Yeah, if he has that, as soon as he gets that shooting on point, because he could have had a hat-trick yesterday, then he's going to be a serious baller, mate. But right now, he's one of the best wingers in the world, and he's 16. So give him time. He's only young. Yeah, he's 22, mate. Yeah, you ain't getting any better. Like, you've had 6, 7 years, 8 years. Yeah, this boy is putting every winger to shame. Yeah, and he's a joy to watch, mate. I can't lie.
Where would you rank him in terms of the wingers in the world right now? Like, if we look at the wingers in world football right now, where do you think he rank?
Vinny Rodrigo and him. Vinny Rodrigo and him are the top 3 for me. And then I'd say Neto, but Neto's quite injured.
No,
but Neto's quality, Savio's quality. Yeah, I'd say other than that, I'm struggling to find any decent wingers, mate, because the rest of them are crap.
Saka? Yeah. Saka's not in there, no? Saka, no?
Oh, do me a favour, mate. These robotic wingers that have got no tech whatsoever.
You're such a little stirrer, Saeed. You're such a little stirrer.
Yeah, look at him laughing as well. Yeah.
You couldn't even get through that question.
Look at him. You know what?
Say that again. Do me a favour.
No, do you know what it is? The amount of wingers we see that just run in a straight line.
That was funny, man.
Or just run the ball out of play or run it out for a throw-in. Or just got no right foot or no left foot if they're right footed, and just spank the ball off of the first man for a corner is embarrassing. Yeah, so when you see somebody like him, somebody like Savio, somebody like Vinny, somebody like Rodrigo, that actually have great technical ability. Yeah, somebody like Pedro Neto can go left, right, first touch, great. He's direct. Yeah, these players, they're clear. They're miles clear, and then it's just whether it gets coached out of them later down the road. Yeah, which with the ones I've just mentioned, it hasn't. Why? Because most of them play in La Liga.
Yep.
Yeah, so they can play football out here. Yeah, they don't get it coached out of them. It's not this sideways park the bus robotic crap. Yeah,
he's a pure footballer, man. And you know what it is? You know what it is as well. Like a lot of these players, they rely on their pace and power. They rely on their. But even for me, like I still think this Kvaratskhelia, I get it. He's been poor last season, but the way he elegantly kind of goes past people,
he's got good tech.
He's got like I like them footballers that don't just rely on their pace, and he kind of is that player that him, Lamine Yamal, and stuff like that. Like these guys are just kind of they're just so smooth with it. Nobbins, like they just kind of like. Do you know what I mean? It's very rare, isn't it? You know what I mean? You've got different players like Doku and they rely on pace and you know what I mean, a lot of, but these ones they just glide past you, man. It's like you're not even there. Like bro, it's mad, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, he does. I'm gonna viewing it through a City lens. He does remind me of Mahrez a lot, like in terms of how Yamal plays. But he's 16. And he's gonna win a Ballon d'Or, like that seems to be nailed on, assuming bar any like ridiculous injuries. Like he is just that good, and just like on Spain generally, that's a side, a well coached side who have like profiled all their players perfectly. You've actually got take on wide players who are also very good creatively. I'm so happy Nico Williams is having a good tournament. I really like him, and then you've got Rodri, the orchestrator, in the middle. And they've got a left-footed left back, which is great. They've got a right-footed right back. Just everyone knows their job. That I think, like Lee mentioned it before, like England players, when they get the ball, they don't look like they know what they're doing. These guys, it's like the exact opposite. They look like a club side. They don't look like a country. They look like a club side who've been like well-drilled and coached, and they've played with each other for years. And that's what happens if you play players in their best positions. And yes, Spain, Germany, that could be the final. That in terms of like how good that game's going to be. I think. I think Spain might win. To be honest, they're a lot better than I thought they were going to be.
I think everyone underestimated them, and like I've watched them quite a lot of their games going into this tournament, and everyone was saying to me in my chat, "Who's the dark horses?" I was like, Spain, because nobody's given them a chance. Yeah, and then when you watch them, they've been slapping teams up in the friendlies and in the qualification. They slapped Georgia 7-1 away with a reserve team. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like everyone was sitting there yesterday going, "Oh, Georgia have got a chance." No, they ain't. They ain't got no chance. Yeah, because you can't get the ball off them. Yeah, and when you do, you have to take your chances. And they had a few chances, they didn't take them. Yeah, they had a couple of chances on the breakaway, didn't take them. Spain will score, and they will score quite a few. They'll do Germany, because Germany, as good as they are,
Germany, man, that's my team, man. That's my sweepstake.
They play way too high up the pitch. Yeah, they play a stupid, ridiculous high line. Yeah, and they're not as good overall, technically, as Spain. Yeah, when you got Rodri that can ping a 60-yard pass straight to Yamal or to Nico Williams.
Bro,
so
Rodri, man. Bro. But even Rodri yesterday, look at the goal, man. Like that guy, you know, when I look at a player that's just inevitable, like Rodri is just inevitable at the minute.
Even Dani Olmo. Look at Dani Olmo's first touch for that goal. Unbelievable. Same as Rodri. First touch, immaculate. Yeah, and this is the thing. You look at Spain's bench. Their bench is clear, man. Yeah, they've probably got the best squad collectively than anyone. Like everyone was talking about Portugal and France. Mate, France's forwards stink. They're all crap apart from Mbappe. Every single one of them.
They best turn up today, man. They best play with style today as well, man. Like, bro, if they don't play with style,
that game's got stink fest written all over it.
I know. That's what I said.
That's 1-0 France written all over it.
Yeah, 1-0 France. But you know what?
When you look at the bench for Spain, their bench is a joke. Yeah, Dani Olmo coming off the bench, bro. He walks into most teams. Yeah, he's that good, and he's sitting on the bench. Yeah, Germany did it with Wirtz the other day. I think he got Bundesliga Player of the Season, didn't he? He sat on the bench. Now imagine we're dropping our star boy. Yeah, the whole country would be a meltdown. Yeah, but this is what they do. They do stuff for the good and great of their countries. Yeah, whereas we just pick players based on their favourites. Like, oh, it's my favourite, I'll play him. Yeah, when you watch like these other nations, especially Germany and Spain, they can actually play ball. Yeah, France look like a Premier League side. Yeah, just relying on Mbappe.
More PMP France, and that's not. Do you know what I mean? And ultimately, it ain't clicking right now. You know what I mean? And they haven't got that kind of. I mean, it's not balanced enough.
Fellow in the chat saying Dani Olmo walks into most teams. What, bro? Why? Because he's technically good. Yeah, most of these midfielders are shit. Yeah, let's just be real with it.
I like him.
Most teams.
I like him. I genuinely like him. You know, Dani Olmo. But you know what though?
Even Ruiz, Fabian Ruiz was shocking.
Bro, that's my baller, man. I was going to talk about him. Fabian Ruiz was
shocking first half. Second half, he was on smoke.
Bro,
he was quality second half. Like,
what a player, man.
And if you look at that Nico Williams goal, the way he did a little drag back right on the edge of his own box, looked up, bang, right on a sixpence.
Nico Williams, Lee. Is he
people can waffle about Nico Williams. I've watched him all season, man. Yeah, he's having a great tournament so far. He's playing extremely well. Fantastic. He's going to Barca anyway. He's going to end up at Barca.
Do you not want him at Arsenal? You know what I mean? On that left side?
No. He's not good enough. Yeah, he's having a good couple of games, and I've sat there and I've been one of his biggest critics all season because, like, over here, it's a fan vote for that man of the match and player of the season, which is why Jude got player of the season because he weren't the best player, and he weren't even the best player at Madrid, let alone the league. Yeah, Nico Williams dropped stinker after stinker after stinker. But fan vote, man of the match, man of the match, man of the match. Yeah, in the Copa del Rey final, he dropped a solid 3 out of 10 and got man of the match. Like, how? You were rubbish. And he does it all the time. He's so inconsistent. Yeah, and like another one that just runs the ball out of play. This tournament, yeah, he's actually been very good.
Oh, he's been good,
going to translate into Premier League teams because the way
what I like about him though, he's got a little bit of difference about him. He can do the PMP, but technically as well, he's like the way he just beat past that defender was that was.
Oh yeah,
I like that, man. I like that.
Mate, like real quick. Yeah, but he did it fluid, but he can do that, and that's my point there. Like he can do it, don't do it consistently. Yeah, he'll have 3-4 good games in a row, and then he falls off a cliff for about 7. Yeah, then he'll have another 3 or 4, and it's like. And not only that, he's their highest paid player at Bilbao. He's on 200 grand a week. Yeah. So anyone who wants him has got to pay top dollar to get him and pay top dollar in wages. If you put that guy in a top 6 Premier League team, he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing because we all play camps on the edge of other teams' boxes. Where's he going? Yeah, he has time and space for Bilbao and he still don't look that great. Yeah, but when it comes off, it looks amazing. Similar to Doku. When it comes off, it looks great. Yeah, but Doku's mad inconsistent. And that's why I prefer players like Yamal, that type of player. Pedro Neto, Savio. Savio's unreal. Yeah, Savio's light years clear of him, mate. Miles clear.
Savio, he played well the other night, Brazil.
I'm excited.
Brazil. Honestly, again, Man City got all in his ballers, man. You know what I mean? Rodri, how many players do you lot need, man? Like,
it's almost like they know what they're doing, isn't it, Saeed?
Broski, like, come on, man, share the talent out, man. What's going on here?
Let me hoard them, thank you.
You know what I mean, like, I think you're in for Danny Olmo.
We'll probably be allowed Kyle Walker though, yeah, because like
you can have you can say Zinchenko, Jesus, Kyle Walker. You can have them. That's fine.
You know what? Does Rodri deserve to be a shout for Ballon d'Or? If the Ballon d'Or is this shit this year, why doesn't Rodri get involved in the Ballon d'Or? Like, I don't. Get it,
I was going to say, like, I think this year now, like Messi's obviously not in Europe. It's very open. I know that Bellingham had a very good first half of the season, Vinicius very good second half, etc. But I think a lot will ride on how the Euros go and how the Copa America goes. And
Yes.
Rodri, I'd personally say was the second best player in the Premier League for me. So if he has a great Euros and Spain get to the final or Spain win, why not? Why can't he win the Ballon d'Or? I think that would be a great shout, to be fair. It would. I don't think anyone would say it's not deserved. I think a lot would depend on how Brazil do. Like if Vinicius leads Brazil to the Copa America after all the negative PR that Brazil have had, then it becomes a different question maybe. But yeah, absolutely. Why not? If he, especially if he wins like player of the tournament and Spain win, he's got every reason to be up there in terms of like the win the Ballon d'Or, 100%.
No PR, obviously. You know what it is? That's the silly thing, man. It's like you have to have PR to win these kind of, these Ballon d'Ors. And at this minute, I'm not saying Rodri doesn't, but it's like nobody's saying, yo, Rodri.
Exactly.
Like, it's got to be the guy. Like nobody's gonna give it because it's like it's almost like he does this by design. Like he plays like this anyway. So it's like, what are we gassing up really? That's what people say. Like, and that for me, is something that I'm like, nah, man, you can't do that though to someone. They still do deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Messi wins the Copa America, and now people are gonna say Messi deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. Like, I don't know what's going on. Genuinely,
Yeah,
So
he's a victim of his own high standards. He's going to have to probably score a goal in the final, I think, for people to pay attention. Or, like drop an absolute masterclass on a Germany or a France, I think, before people seriously entertain the idea that he can win it. I'm there already. I think that he should be like in at least a top 3, probably, based on if we're talking about the club season and now we're adding in the Euros tournament as well. I think he absolutely should be in the conversation. And the fact that there is no clear standout winner this year makes that argument even stronger, I think.
Vinny Jr. yesterday, bro, he was cooking yesterday. But again, if he was a Copa America, he's got the Champions League. I think for me, he'll be the kind of outstanding favorite for the Ballon d'Or.
I agree, yeah.
If Jude Bellingham wins it, we're finished, by the way.
Eh?
If Jude Bellingham wins it, we're finished.
What if it's the Euros? So, no. Euros, Champions League.
Yeah, fair enough. He's but mate, I said this on Twitter yesterday. Isco's had a better season than him. In terms of individual performances, Isco's been balling all season, but he didn't win anything, so nobody cares. Do you know what I mean? But like for me, it's supposed to be the best player in the world. Well, Messi still plays football. So for me, he has to win it. He's still the best player on the planet.
I know, but the thing is, though, he's been playing in Inter Miami.
Doesn't matter. He's still the best player in the world.
I know, but I feel like for me, it does matter because the level of football isn't great over there, and no respect to the league, yeah. But the Champions League is a pinnacle. Champions League, La Liga, and Vinny right now is probably the outstanding candidate that I feel like has been playing at a top level consistently. Let's be honest, man. He's been cooking all year and doing well. So I would think for me, it's Vinny Jr.
Yeah, but then we need to know the criteria. Is it based on trophies or is it based on the best player in the world? Because if it's the best player in the world, Messi wins it every year since he's played football.
Well, it's based on storylines, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if Messi leads Argentina to the Copa America, I think Messi will probably win it, to be honest, because it's voted by journalists, isn't it? Like it's voted by people who like narratives and who like storylines. So that would give them like a perfect excuse if he wins that, because he's a safe bet. Like you can't go wrong voting for Messi. So yeah,
no, I agree. I agree. You're right. It's all about storylines and PR. That's all it's down to. Because like when we see Jorginho finish second or third or whatever it was a few years back, it was like, come on, really? Is he the third best player in the world? Like, what are we doing here? Third best player in the world years back was Dennis Bergkamp, and that's Jorginho. Like, come on, it's crap, bro. Honestly, it is. I can't stand that award because, like, you look at it and you just think, like, Lewandowski, was he the best player in the world? No, but at the same time, he should have won it. But then it was COVID, so they didn't do it. The whole thing is just a shambles to me. Like, and then you've got Luka Modric, unbelievable when he won it. It was like, but are you the best player in the world? No, you're not. Messi is.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, but this is why they have to make it like, obviously Messi and Ronaldo when they were doing their thing. But for me, Messi's always been the best player since even like from the minute he got the keys handed to him from Ronaldinho. Yeah, he has been the best player in the world ever since. Yeah, so that's why I
You
just
know
think
what,
that whole
though?
board is a
Yeah.
shambles.
What if
because
Ronaldo? What if
getting in
Ronaldo
that
wins the Euros?
conversation when they're nowhere near?
Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Get
But you know what I mean? Shelling it, goal scoring wise, outscoring Messi. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and like you just said a minute ago about he's playing in the MLS, he's playing in Saudi. So it works both ways. Like,
Saudi
come
and
on.
MLS, which is a better league?
I don't watch the MLS, so I've watched a bit of the Saudi league.
I think the Saudi league's better than the MLS. Let's be honest. If
I
you
don't
got
know.
all the Saudi league teams right now, and you got all the MLS teams right now, who wins? I think the
And
Saudi teams win.
I don't know.
honest.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. They probably would.
Yeah.
People,
And he's scored. How many goals has he got this year, Ronaldo? This year, guys, how many goals has Ronaldo got in all competitions? And if he wins the Euros, is he not a shout for the
they ain't
Ballon
winning the Euros if he starts, mate. Put it like listen, Northside, yeah. If you're watching this,
Oh,
mate,
that's
you better hope and pray.
35 goals. 35 goals in 31 games. 11
What did
assists.
he win this season? Did he win anything?
He won. I think he won
He
the
didn't
cup.
win the league, did he? I think he won a cup,
No.
didn't he?
Yeah, he won a cup. I think he won a cup. You know what I mean?
It's not enough.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Do you know what I'm saying? So
all the
get them
people
kind
that
of
are
goals
saying,
at 39
all the
years
people
old.
that are saying Jude's been the best player in the world don't even watch La Liga, mate. Like honestly, like because he ain't even he's not even been the best player at Madrid. Danny Carvajal's had a better season. Yeah, Vinny and Rodrigo have had a better season. Modric has been sat on the bench and has played better than him every time he's played.
Mhm.
Like, let's just be real with it. Yeah, but the PR behind certain players gets them in the conversation. Yeah, plus the fact that he's scoring last-minute winners every now and again to get his team to win major honours. I understand the chat, but at the same time, is he the best player? No, he's not. Is Vinny? No, Messi is. Vinny's a good player, but I think Rodrigo's better than him. But Vinny is him. Vinny's like, I'm winning this game. I'm going to bag the hat trick. And Rodrigo's being played out of position, but he's such a silky footballer, whereas Vinny's a little bit erratic at times. But I think just coming back to Rodri, I was making a coffee. You guys were saying about Rodri. The only reason nobody talks about him is because he ain't got no PR.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say. Yeah.
PR, he would have already had a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he is unbelievable. He's quality, man. Yeah, and like he's just so good at what he does that people just assume it's going to happen every week. Same with Cruz. Cruz is the same. Just assume he's going to be great every week, so nobody gives him any props really. Now Cruz is going to retire. Now all of a sudden everyone's making out he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, where you been all year?
Yeah.
Where you been for the last 10 years, 15 years? Yeah, and that'll be the same with Rodri. When Rodri decides to leave Man City or go and play somewhere else or retire, all of a sudden, then that's when he'll get his flowers. And it's like he's unreal. Him and Camavinga are the best two midfielders in the world. And Camavinga sits on the bench for France and for Real Madrid quite a lot and plays at left back. Don't hear Camavinga crying, do you? Oh, no, I can't play at left back. Get out of here.
Trust me, it's true. It's true. Just before we get to the transfer topic, let's talk on any other teams that impressed you so far. It's just Switzerland played, didn't it? Oh, Italy went out. Bro, they're finished, man. Italy, yo.
They just need like a reset.
Hey?
Buffon's face. Did you see it at the end?
Yeah, I see that. They need a reset, you're saying? They say that you need a reset.
Yeah, well, if you look at like the names of like, 10, 15 years ago or like 20 years ago or whatever, it's just night and day compared to what it is now. I don't really know what's happened with like Italian, the Italian like a football association or like Italian football generally, that they're producing players of that individual quality. It's again, because if you think of like, Totti, Pirlo, Del Piero, Cannavaro, Maldini, Nesta, Buffon, all these like legends of the game, and now they're rocking up with those lads.
Al Sharawi in 2024.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't really know what's happened. Like even when they won the Euros in 2021, like in terms of the individuals, they weren't brilliant particularly.
Guess who they had though? That was quality. Berardi, the right winger. He was quality. I think he was a big miss. I think he got an ACL or something like that. They brought him. They would have had a bit of balance, but yeah, you're true. You're right though in that aspect.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know enough about the Italian coaching system in the Italian FA, but clearly something's wrong, and they need to go back to square one and go like, right, what's gone wrong? Because something's happened. Like that happened with Germany. Germany realized they went astray. They reset their whole youth system, and then they won the World Cup in 2014. So that's what Italy needs to do, I think, because like clearly the players that are being. I mean the Bologna centre half looks quality. I can't recall his name. Apologies. But they are seriously lacking in individual quality relative
do
to what we expect from them.
Sorry to cut you off. Do you know why that Calafiori looks good? Because the rest of them are shit. Like, so
It might be simple as that, yeah.
Calafiori.
No, but everyone, because he's got a headband on, they all think he's Maldini regen. Get out of here, man. Yeah, that guy is decent. Yeah, but again, this is what happens after a couple of good games. They're put on a pedestal. Nobody watches Bologna. Let's just deep him. Nobody watches him. Oh, what a player! I didn't even know who he played for. And when I googled it, I went, "Oh, there's a surprise. It's the fucking hippie team. Of course it is." Do you know what I mean? Like, get out of it, man. No, but the thing is, he looks good because the rest are shit. He'll get, and he did get found out, yeah, against Spain. Nice own goal, mate. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, and then he's suspended for the game the other day. Yeah, it's embarrassing what's happened to the Italian football, because that genuinely was the best league in the world when I was growing up. Yeah, it was unbelievable to watch, man. Yeah, and look, how many world-class players do they have now? Literally none.
Yeah, none.
But you know what it is? Yeah, it's true. You know, like they need to produce their own kind of, you know, what's the word? Like, you know, you got Lamine Yamal. Like, I don't know. They need to start producing some footballers, man. The midfield, like they've got Ferrati, Fagioli. Who else is in there? I like Barella, to be fair.
Barella's decent, yeah.
Yeah,
like
Barella's decent. But Fagioli, like, you know, they're not great, man. They're not great. What's the other one that plays Fratesi? And this, like, I'm just like, yo, man, what is the midfielders doing? Their backline is all right. I think their backline can manage for the next couple of years.
No. That Di Lorenzo, mate, has been absolutely.
Oh no, he's been awful. He was good the season before, though. But he's this season.
See how many times he's been nutmegged in this tournament? It's embarrassing.
Bro, yeah,
like, literally.
They didn't bring Locatelli.
Nico Williams absolutely ruined him, and then they brought on Iosi Perez, and the first thing he did was nutmeg him as well. It's like, bro. Yeah. And then they started him again the other day. I was like, they're finished. They're done. They obviously have not got another right back. They're playing him. Out of all the Italians, and I think there's about 50 million of them, that's the best you could find at right back.
Yeah,
like they're dusted, mate. But that kind of sums up football in general. If you look at the Spain team, it's nothing compared to what it used to be. Even the England team is so overhyped. But then look at the teams we've had previously. Yeah, the fall off of every nation has been mad. Argentina, I know they won the World Cup. Look at the players they had back in the day.
Bro.
Like the standard of football's on its knees, mate. Honestly, it's crap. Yeah, which is why certain players do stand out. Yeah, and then that's why they get loads of hype and all of this and that, because they're actually genuinely half decent. Yeah, but even the ones that are good now, would they get in the teams back in the day? Probably not.
It's true.
Like, even Harry Kane, would he get in any team back in the day when we got Shearer up front? Yeah, and Teddy Sheringham, Andy Cole. What's his name? Who's the other striker we had? What's the other fucking striker's name? Chris Sutton. Chris Sutton.
Yeah.
Like, if you could just name player after player. Darren Bent. I'm not saying Kane's not as good as some of these, because he's better than most of them. But would he get in the team? That's my point. Yeah, is he getting in over Alan Shearer up front? No chance.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like I said, the talent pool is crazy, man. But Italy definitely need to get a move on in that aspect. So yeah, that's the only two teams we say. Obviously, Germany beat Denmark as well. Germany were quite good. Musiala again, another player that we don't give mention.
I love
Musiala. What a performance as well from him. Do you know what I mean? Havertz, obviously, you know what I mean, did his thing with the penalty, but obviously missed a load of chances. Yeah, man. Germany looking good, man. Germany. That'll be a game, you know, and I will be there. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's gonna be a good game. Was it on? Is it on Friday? Is it or Saturday? Is it on Friday?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's on Friday, isn't it? That's gonna be a very, very good game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Friday. There you go. So that'll be a massive, massive game. That should be a semi-final/final game, man. But it isn't. So
don't worry, man. Don't worry. We will be there. Yeah, Spain are going to go all the way.
Victorious.
Yeah, we will be there. If Germany play that donkey up front, mate, then it's curtains for them.
Well, it'll be one of the biggest kind of like funny moments if Havertz is the one that dunks on Spain. That would be hilarious, man. Hi, please.
My music go off the chart, mate. Could you imagine?
Mate, it'll be like this, yeah. What's that celebration does there? Like that? That would be crazy, man.
No. We're not. No, we're not hearing none of that. Let's just be real with it. We're not having none of that. But again, that's another play. We've done some nice little bit of skill on the halfway the other day. Sent both the defenders to the shop, and then he's clean through. And I knew he was going to miss.
Yeah,
I knew it. And then he went clean through again. Yeah, and I said he's going to spank this straight off the goalkeeper. Spanked it straight off the goalkeeper when he should have squared it to Emre Can. And that is why they won't win it, because he's up front and he's useless.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is the difference between a team player and somebody playing for themselves. Yeah, and when you look at Spain, Morata's a bit of a donkey. Yeah, but at least he'd square that. Yeah, because that's how they got. That's how they've been brought up. Yo, if you got somebody next to you, pass it. Yeah, whereas some of these Germans, and French players, English players, they're all playing like selfishly.
Yep.
Yeah, for their own performance in the tournament. You know, look at the France players. Yeah, Ousmane Dembele is still playing for France. Right, what are we doing here?
Bro, he needs to, bro.
Cola's trash as well. Another one. That's what I was saying about wingers. He just runs in a straight line, spanks it off the first man.
Facts.
Like,
100%.
And then, go on. Sorry.
No, go for it.
I was going to say, then you look at the bench for France. Yeah, they've got a good squad, but then they're bringing on Muani and Thuram. Yeah, they couldn't finish a wank, the pair of them. Like, honestly. It's true, though, isn't it? They're rubbish. They're absolute crap.
You know what's funny, man? Colin Muani was the guy that was caught in that Saliba video.
Oh, wow. I never knew that. I didn't know. Oh, shit. That makes it even funnier. I genuinely didn't know that.
Aye, man, I'm dead. Right, we need to move on. Yo. We need to move on.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm dead. But listen, guys, still 1.3K in the building, man. I'm gonna get rid of some super chats and then we'll get some transfer news in, man. Big up to JT as a special likes. Happy Canada. Is that Canada Day?
Yeah.
I think it is, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, bro. Naval Nation says England spend more time on the Lions Den than being away from the cameras before and after game. Go and effing relax. Think how to win the next game.
Ran said it on the show I did with him the other day. He said they're content creators posing as footballers.
Bro, that's wild, you know. Content creators pose as footballers.
It is, mate. I see a little clip of like a 4-year-old girl asking Bukayo Saka on camera what his pre-match meal is. Like she really gives a shit. Like that is just all PR.
Yeah.
What do you have for your food before you play football? Like, come on, man. Like,
I think England's the only team that has this.
Barbie dolls and going and like painting her nails and stuff. Like, get out of here, man.
Yeah. I think England's the only team to have this, you know. I think to have this kind of camp.
You mean the PR Premier League? Yeah, more PR than any other league. Oh, who knew?
Big up Naval Nation again says extremely irritated to see distracting yourself day in, day out. That John Denzel needs to be banned from England. Everyone, all media needs to be banned. He's only there to be matey with them. Get the F out of here. Outside shout Xhaka if Swiss win the Euros for Ballon d'Or.
Oh, he went invincible, didn't he?
Calm. Chill.
Yeah. Bro, this is crazy. You know he's only lost possession once in the tournament so far. Once.
Yeah.
Mad.
That's a mad stat, you know.
He's played crazy. Played very well.
No England player is world class for everyone falls for it. For me, England need to earn my trust now. Give me a reason to support you. They talk big but never deliver. Big up
Talk on the pitch. Talk on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to HN, man. Said big up Leah Said, real ones. Big up to you, man. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, what about me? HN?
Yeah, I was going to say, man. Like, Nobby's not a real one. What's going on?
Fairs, man.
I don't know anything. What's going on?
What's me, right?
Big up to you. And Troy Tracy's system football has killed creativity. That's true, man. It's absolutely true.
Yeah, it's all robotic systems now. Like, and then the thing is, like, people say practice makes perfect. No, it makes permanent. Because if you're practicing the wrong thing every day, it's going to stick in it. Like,
yeah.
It's like when you watch the Premier League, yeah, like you see the same game so many times. It's the same game, even if it's different teams playing it. It's just exactly the same. And the amount of people that think that Pep's ruined football, it ain't Pep. It's all the people trying to copy Pep.
Yeah. not be themselves. That's true, as well, Like a lot of people just don't want to play their own style of football. You know what I mean? Like if we have a different kind of styles, like it'll make good for football, man. But I suppose we won't get that now. But yeah, let's talk on transfers, man. Tottenham has signed a wonder kid, apparently. You know what I mean? Archie Gray, you know what I'm saying to you? I know Lee's going to have something. He's going to say he's a hipster footballer, but he's a good player, to be fair. I've watched a few games of him. He's very, very talented. Archie Gray to Tottenham, here we go. 40 million deal. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for Joe right now. Just Joe Football. If you're watching, you know what I mean? I hope you're well. You know what I'm saying to you? But talented kid. Tottenham, I think they got him from Brentford, I think he turned down Brentford or they hijacked him or something like that. So yeah, man, I don't know what you think, Nobbins, before I go to Lee, but good player for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch Leeds, so I don't know enough about him. 40 million seems steep. Reminds me what's his primary position? Is he a midfielder?
Midfield.
Yeah.
Right. Midfield.
I imagine it will be a fine signing. It's a very Spursy signing. I don't know. You can take that however you want. But yeah, I guess I hope he does well. But I don't know enough about him to be honest to comment on it. Maybe Lee does, but yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know.
Nah, Lee's got the cooking for no reason, man. Lee, come on, man. you watch Leeds last year in the Championship. You watched a couple of games, didn't you?
I watched a bit of them. Yeah. I actually quite like Leeds. I know you don't, for obvious reasons, being a Man United fan.
I hate Leeds, man. I hate Leeds.
So did Chelsea. But wait, 30 million, I think it's 40 million, but they've sent Rondon or whatever his name is.
Rodon?
Yeah, Rodon, yeah.
Yeah, they've sent him the other way for 10 million, so it's about 30 million then. Yeah, mate, that's an absolute rip-off. I can't lie. Yeah, the hype this guy's getting is mainly coming from Leeds fans. Let's just be real with it. Yeah, he may or may not be any good, but he's what, 18, 19?
Yeah, 18.
That's going to be an excuse for another PR club. Oh, but he's only young. Give him time. How many times do we hear that every year in the Premier League? Oh, he's only young. So when he drops generational stinkers, which he's going to, yeah, he's going to have good games, he's going to have bad games here. But at the same time, yeah, this is not the Championship, mate. It's a higher level of player, even though they're still crap. It's still a higher level than the Championship. Yeah, and now you're stepping up for a big price tag. That's big pressure. Even though he's playing for a club that don't want to win anything. Yeah, and they're just we're gonna see how good he actually is now, innit? Because he could come in and just fly, or he could come in and have stinker after stinker, and then he'll be mad protected. He'll get all the PR now because he's in the Premier League. Yeah, he'll be in the England team. Is he English? Yeah, he'll be in the England team for the next competition because
the next World Cup he'll be in there. He'll be in there. You know what I'm saying to you? I said Archie Gray, stinker and hook. That'll be Lee next season.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Now he plays for a Premier League club. Guarantee he'll be in the England setup.
Yeah. That's it. You're straight in there, man. You're straight in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to work for anything these days. Like fair play. It's obviously done very well at Leeds to get like all the. Well, I say all the praise. Some of the Leeds fans are probably just back the young lad.
They bought this kid as well. Lewis, the Swedish wonder kid as well. They bought that Swedish wonder kid.
How many times do we hear this though, man? Wonder kid. Like, do me a favor, mate. Like the next Neymar, the next
That's
Messi.
What they said though. They said the next Swedish wonder kid, man. The next Odegaard. You know what I'm saying?
How many times have we heard the next Odegaard? Well, he's a failed wonder kid.
Yep.
Like, let's just be real with it. He's won one trophy his entire career and he's in his 11th season as a pro footballer.
Swedish Pirlo, they're saying. Swedish Pirlo, man.
High praise.
Swedish Pirlo. Yo. This is what we're doing, man. This is it, man, now, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is modern football in a nutshell.
Bro, he plays like Frankie de Jong. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who the Swedish one or Archie Gray?
No, the Swedish one.
Oh, okay.
He plays for a club that none of us can pronounce.
Next Ebro. The Gokares is the next Ebro.
Oh, no, another one, mate. Can you imagine if whoever signs him, you're going to have an army of divs walking around the stadium all doing this? It's like they put their face nappies back on in COVID times. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, my days. But what have you been making of this whole PSR thing, man? Because, bro, I've seen yesterday flipping... Elliot Anderson go for 35 million to Nottingham Forest, man. Yeah. And I was like, yo, it's madness, We're gonna have now, the new norm now is gonna be transfer window, no, actually PSR transfer window, and in July the real transfer window happens where You have a new turnover year. It's a new financial year, etc., etc. Like that's what it's gonna be now. Because, bro, I'm seeing teams spending daft amount of money on players, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy, man. And
No, it's just
soon enough, the Premier League will step in and be like, yeah, nah, this ain't happening, or whatever.
it's ridiculous. If like, because what clubs like to do is they like to go, well, this player costs X amount, so this player must cost Y amount. Well, if we apply that rule, then players who are actually should be worth a lot of money, like the Rodris of this world, we're going to be talking like 200, 300 plus million at this rate. If we're saying that Anderson's 35 million, it's ridiculous. I think for me, it's and also like the whole sort of like, almost like a club going, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll buy a youth player off you, you buy one of me. We'll both have pure profit on our accounting sheets and it'll be a lovely time had by all. That to me is sort of like a wider symptom of PSR, generally speaking. I think the whole system needs to be rethought of and reset, and because it is clearly not working. The league isn't working with clubs; they're working against clubs. Clubs are just desperate to find loopholes rather than working alongside them. It's not good for the sport. It's not good for our league. It's not good for competition. It's, in my opinion, it's just like Ratcliffe said something on it recently where he basically suggested that, no, he didn't suggest, he said that that the Big Six should have more power and authority and say, basically. And to me, it just sort of reinforces the idea that if a club wants to compete and get up there with, like Arsenal, City, Liverpool, whoever, it's almost like know your place sort of thing. And I just think that's wrong.
There's an easy way to resolve this, though. Yeah, let every club spend what they want. Yeah, and make sure, like, so I actually I see that clip of Radcliffe, a Newcastle fan, put it out, and he was basically saying like the Big Six clubs shouldn't be at a disadvantage, because we're the clubs that basically get all the world's eyes on it. Which is kind of true, because nobody wants to tune in to watch Burnley, Sheffield United. Let's be real with it. Like, that's true. Let's be real. The Big Six clubs are the ones that get the most eyes on them, so they feel like they shouldn't be penalised. But I get it. Yeah, like, well, and this the thing for me. Like I quoted that. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it went on forever. Yeah, but I was basically saying, like, instead of paying equal share to every single team in the Prem, let everyone spend what they want. Yeah, but no owner can sell that club until the debt's cleared. Yeah, and then the new owner that comes in has to pay the money for the club, but also the same money put in a holding fund, so that when he wants to or she wants to sell it, then they've got the money there to clear any debt. Let everyone spend what they want and actually put it back on merit. Yeah, so like, if the champions, Man City, they'll get 50% of the revenue. Yeah, the other 50% is split between the two winners of the domestic cups.
Okay.
Yeah, because then that way you have to win something to get paid.
That's true.
Yeah, you have to win something to get paid. Maybe the same, but they won't ever do that. They won't ever do that. Yeah, because it's not about that. Yeah, and like for Champions League, make it go back to champions. You can finish 5th and get in the Champions League. It ain't the Champions League, then, is it? Like,
it's true, man. Like, I feel like for me, listen.
So could I just land one more point? Sorry, Slide. Yeah, players should be players, managers, and staff should all be based on wins as well. Yeah, so if you don't win the game, you get 50% of your money. If you lose a game, you don't get anything. Yeah, watch how many of these bastards start trying then. Yeah, watch how many of these clubs start trying to win stuff then, instead of just being there for the TV revenue. Yeah, because when you see Norwich get promoted every year and West Brom and teams like that, they're there for the dough to get relegated again.
Facts. It's true. It's true. When you actually deep it, it's true. You know what? Let me ask you a question, because this now, now this helps like Man City's case more. Like when you actually deep it, like it's funny, isn't it? Like we all want Man City. Well, I want it. That 115 charge and all of that. Like,
well, no, we don't all want that, because I actually hope they bust case.
Yeah, big up, Lee. I've always liked you.
I actually hope they do, because I wish my club would do what they're doing. If they're doing anything dodgy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If they're doing it legally, yes. But what if they're not? Would you still want that? Like, that's what it comes down to.
Okay, I'll give you the best example here. Yeah? If you go and buy, like, let's say that there's a strip of bars over the road, and there's one for sale in the middle. You go and buy it. You've got loads of dough in your bank. You want to do it all up, and then you want to poach the best stuff from the other bars on that strip. Why can't? What, you're now going to get all the other bars saying, no, this is a disgrace. Stop him. He's not allowed to spend what he's got. Why are people being hindered? Them sheikhs have got so much money, it's crazy. Why can't they spend it? Why can't they spend it? And it's clever accounting. If they're doing what they're doing allegedly, Yeah, it's clever accounting. They're trying to win. They're trying to complete the aim of the game. Whereas all these other teams are sitting there nicking the money, not trying.
For me, that there needs to be a balance. I don't agree that clubs should be able to spend whatever they want because that would just
balance.
So there need to be some restrictions, but at the same time, if there are some people out there who think that external investment should be absolutely curtailed and shouldn't be allowed at all. Well, if we did that, then we'd only have 3 different Premier League winners because Blackburn's Jack Walker in 1995 and Blackburn, that would never have happened. Obviously, Chelsea would never have happened. Man City's titles would never have happened. And people don't want to talk about it, but Leicester City's title win wouldn't have happened because they spent they were a championship side. They spent over £100 million from 2010. And what was the name of their stadium? It was the King Power, who owns King Power, the same chap who owns Leicester. So there does need to be a balance. It can't just be, for me, it can't just be everyone can spend what they want, because then I think then you would just have it being only City and Newcastle winning stuff. But at the same time, it can't just be a closed shop, because again, otherwise you eliminate ambition, and you would just have it so that literally the only winners of the Premier League would be United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. And for me, that's as we want it to be a competitive league. That's not a good thing for. So external investment does need to be permitted, and sure, restrictions have to be in place, but the whole system just needs tearing up, to be honest. And
you've got teams like Brighton that have never won a major honour in their entire history,
but they got a lot of money though. They got a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly, and they've made so much money. It's crazy by buying players cheap and selling them on.
Yeah,
and then their owner got best owner in Europe award the other month. Best owner, he's never won anything, mate. But this is the thing. He's a billionaire. I think 18 out of the 20 last season, a billionaire owned. And Arsenal's owner is worth about 12 or 13 billion. Why can't he put his money in? Not that he wants to, but if he wanted to put £1 billion in to buy players, why can't he?
Yep.
And the thing is, Brighton's owner he's a billionaire. Yeah, but that guy ain't interested in winning. And this is why I think if you change it slightly to so in Spain, the TV revenue split 50% equal share. Yeah, and then the other 50% is done on merit. So if you finish bottom of the league, I think you get about 800 grand finishing bottom. Yeah, and then it's staggered all the way up the higher you finish, and then that's 25%, and the other 25% is based on how long you've been in the league. So the likes of Real Madrid, Bilbao, teams like that, they're going to get 75% equal share, really. Yeah, but if they finished bottom, you're getting 800 grand. You finish bottom in the Prem, you win more than you do.
I know. It's mad.
When Barcelona won the league, they got less money, than Sheffield United, who finished 20th in the Prem. Yeah, that's a disgrace,
bro.
But then people say that's because there's more eyes on the league and so on and so forth. Yeah, cool, whatever. Yeah, but if you actually opened it up instead of just trying to penalize people for spending money to try and actually get better and be better and try and win stuff. But then the cup competitions have been put in the bin now because of the amount of money you're getting paid for an equal share in the Prem. One position higher in the Prem earns you more money than winning the cups.
Yeah, I know.
It's a disgrace.
Tottenham, as much as like I said, they want to win trophies. Like Daniel Levy's mind is like, nah, top 4. If you get me top 4, I've got Champions League money. I've got the world watching. I've got people coming to stadiums. Season tickets are fairly expensive anyway. Like he's cooking. He don't really want I'm not saying he doesn't want it, but bro, like a Carabao Cup to them financially.
He don't want anything. But mate, he hired a manager, Ange. His first cup competition, he got knocked out in the second round to Fulham. Yeah. And then Ange is sitting there waffling. Well, we're not just going to chase one trophy. We want sustainable trophies. Yeah. Then when he did that interview towards the end of the season after the City game, and he said, I've seen a lot about where this club is internally and externally. Well, hold on, mate. It was only back earlier in the season you were saying we ain't going to chase one trophy. Now you're sitting there realizing this club don't want to win trophies. Yeah? And not only that, the day after they got knocked out in the second round to Fulham in that cup, their owner or CEO, whatever he is, Daniel Levy, sat in an AGM meeting or fan forum or something, and told the world they've got their Tottenham back. And everyone stood up and clapped. Mate, you just lost to Fulham the night before in round 2.
Bro.
And this is my point. Teams like that, they would get exposed for exactly what they are. Yeah, they're only there for the money. Yeah, and then they do the PR. Yeah, they get a manager in who's got mate tax. Yeah, and then you've got, we got our Tottenham back. What? Because you played half decent football at times last season. Yeah,
Yo,
if they actually wanted to win
got
something,
more
why don't they
songs,
take the
bro.
cup seriously? And the manager who came in, you'd think, right, new job, new league, yeah, like decent sized team, bigger revenue than Celtic, yeah, and then he goes and gets knocked out in League Two. Sorry, round two. Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about him as well.
Yeah, you know what? It's true. He's a businessman first, isn't it? He don't really care about the football. Let's be honest, man. So I don't know, man. But like I said, you know, Archie Gray, he goes there. You know, what I mean, let's see what he does. Is there any other signings that we've missed out? I don't think there's been anything going on.
Wolves have signed Strand Larson.
Oh, is he good? By the way, I've not watched a lot of him. Has anyone watched
Not
him?
really. He's all right. He's a bit of a handful, but he ain't clinical enough.
He played for Celta Vigo, was it? Celta Vigo.
Yeah, he's all right. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
Nothing special. He might do all right. He might do all right. But
I thought you were broke, you know, man. Where's he got this money from, man? Like, what the fuck, man? Do you know what I mean? Wolves, because I was hearing like they were kind of broken.
Wolves are cakes. Wolves got loads of though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolves are minted, mate. And that's another one. If their owners were allowed to spend money, mate, they could dominate. They're worth an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
But it would make it more interesting if everyone could pretty much spend what they like, or like if you had I don't know, a cap on it, you can't spend more than 350 million a transfer window. But then you've got a 350 million limit, and every club in the Premier League can do that because their owners pump money in. The owners don't want to pump money in; they just want to sit and take the profit.
I think something like that would be better, because if you anchor it to revenue, then you are by definition making it so that certain clubs can spend an amount and other clubs, even if they might want to, as you say, they can't. And that for me is the issue. You know, we mentioned Brighton before. They're doing what they can. You know, in terms of like, you know, it's very similar to Southampton. So for like 10-ish years ago, and then Southampton's reward for it was getting relegated. I think a similar thing will happen with like a Brighton. To be honest, there's only so much that you can.
Wait. No, I can't wait, because they don't invest their money for the profit. Yeah, they've made over 400 million quid in the last 2 summers. Yeah, and how much do they spend? Like, and they're buying players for 4 million and selling them for 115. Yeah. Well, why don't you put some of that money back into the team? I know they've just bought some guy for about 30 odd million. Never heard of him before, like from Newcastle. But like, and this is what winds me up as well, right? They've had Trossard, McAllister, what's his name, Cucurella, Caicedo. Why didn't they offer them more money? Why didn't they offer them top dollar and say, we want to build a team around you? Wags, they're not interested in getting any better. They're just happy to be here for the TV money.
Yeah.
And eventually, like Southampton, you can't keep replacing decent players with lesser decent players and so on. Then eventually you get worse and worse and worse. In 5 years, they'll be in the Championship.
Facts. I don't know. Is Osimhen agreement done? Is it what's going on here, man? What's the shout?
Yeah,
I don't even know what's going on.
Flowers has linked us to we've had a done deal is not a complete deal, though, according to Terry. So I don't know. Deal is a done deal. I don't get it. But we've signed about 25 players, all in a same position. So I mean, I don't know how we're getting them all in, but big up Flowers, man. Big up Flowers.
You know what I mean, though? With Osimhen, he prefers the Premier League, but I don't know, man. I don't know who he suits, man. Like, who does he suit in the Premier League? At Chelsea, but Chelsea, I don't think would have paid that wages. You know what I mean? Like, who does he suit though? I don't get like where would Osimhen go? Like, just trying to think, like, unless it's Saudi Arabia, because I know they
PSG.
want him over there. PSG, yeah. That's a shout, you know, because that Goncalo Ramos has not been the greatest over there. So maybe a PSG. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know if he would suit the technical team of what's his name? Luis Enrique. He prefers a more technical team. So would he fit in that system? I'm not sure.
He's got no tech. He's useless, mate.
Yeah.
I don't rate him one bit. He's just hype.
Yeah.
Absolute hype. He's not very good, mate. He won't come to the Prem because he knows he'll get found out.
Yeah. His touches is
he's useless. He's always chasing his first touch. And again, another one, when it comes off, it looks amazing. But if he'll go to PSG, and PSG have to do something because they're struggling to get a sponsor for the TV. TV rights. Now Mbappe's gone. I don't know if they've sorted it. I read something last week.
No, I don't think they have, you know. I don't think they have.
It's now called the McDonald's League, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's called McDonald's League. Yeah, McDonald's League. It's mad, bro. I swear down, bro.
The league is crazy.
They'll probably end up buying Rafa Leao, another scrub footballer, and Osimhen. They'll do about 200 odd million, which is what they saved on Mbappe's loyalty bonus.
Yeah,
because they've got to get some names into that league, otherwise nobody's going to watch it.
Yeah, It's true. It's true. It's true. You know. And just this last one here. Opinion on Dewsbury Hall. I think he's a good player, you know, but I don't know where he fits into the team.
I think
I generally
he's
don't know where he
decent.
plays.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
He's got good technical ability, so that's a start, isn't it?
Yeah. 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 I don't know where he plays. I generally don't know where he plays. So see where he goes on that one. Man City not really doing anything really at the minute. They're just 4 in a row. You know what I mean? So life is all good there. You know what I mean? De Bruyne just come out and said something that, you know, he still plans on staying next season. You know what I mean? One more year, I think, for De Bruyne. But yeah, City just chilling, man. Just chilling.
Oh, Lamine Mander's just signed for Atleti.
Oh, yes.
How have they managed to get a deal? How have they managed to get a deal done while the players on the Euro campaign? I've been told all summer that we can't do anything until after the Euros. I mean, how's that possible?
Everyone's been doing them. While they've been having their off time, just sign a deal, man. I mean, just get the contract sorted out.
30 million euros as well, by the way. That's an absolute bargain.
It's not bad, you know. It's not a bad deal.
Especially when Archie Gray's going for the same.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see, man. But listen, people, it's been a good show, man. Get these likes up, man. We've had a good show today. You know what I mean? I know we've not had Roms, Lewis, and Don, but big up to
these
them.
man ain't serious, man. Like, you know, the serious ones stand up, yeah. He actually woke me up as well because I didn't hear my alarm.
Yeah,
I was
there you go.
At the bank at 10 o'clock. I didn't even hear the alarm.
Yep, there you go, man. So we've got to look out for the people, man. Big up LB Nobbins, man. Come on, man. Big up to you, mate, Lewis, for coming on. And yeah, let them know where they can find you, man.
Just L Nobbins on YouTube. If you like analysis of football, then my channel's for you.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Big up to you. Lee, big up to you, man. As always, man. Love for coming on, bro.
No, I appreciate having me on, man. All right, big up to everyone inside as well. Smash the likes up. Big up Nobbins as well. Always prefer you over LB, mate. All right.
Right answer. Right answer.
He's gonna be fuming if he is that. I love LB too. But yeah, smash these likes up, and we will be there later. Obviously,
big games tonight.
Portugal are playing, and yeah, Southside could be in the bin later.
Yeah. I guess he's playing as well today.
He could be in the bin, bro. He could be in the bin. Portuguese getting knocked out tonight. We will be there.
Yeah. I guess he's playing tonight as well, by the way. Uruguay.
Oh, I'll be there for that as well. That's 3 a.m. man.
3 a.m. man. We'll be there, guys. Copa America tonight. USA in the mud.
I'm going back to bed in a minute. I'm going to go back to bed and sleep, mate. Because go
back to bed, man. Because later on, these USA Dons, mate, in my chat, they're going to see Bielsa put them in the mud, yeah? You know what I'm saying?
They've played the best football so far. They've been brilliant.
They've been very good.
Man. You know what I'm saying to you? Don't
worry, bro. As soon as you come up against Argentina, it's curtains. Yeah, because the amount of space, right? And this is Bielsa ball in a nutshell. Yeah, it's so easy to bypass the press. Yeah, just get somebody half decent on the ball to ping a 70-yard diagonal. Yeah, you're in every time. It's similar to like playing against Arsenal and Man City. Yeah, like you obviously watch Man City every week. The amount of times one diagonal ball over the top takes out the whole team and they're in. Yeah, the Premier League against you and against us. And that's the same with Bielsa. Yeah, as soon as Messi gets on the ball, if they play each other, they're finished. Yeah, they're done because his weight past his vision is just off the chart, isn't it? So it would be a good game though.
Yeah, it will be a good game. So I'll be there. I'll be there for the Euro watch-alongs as well. I'll be doing a double watch-along, man. So I'll just do them back-to-back, people, because one could go to extra time. And I think it's going to be this one here. Do you know what I mean? So we'll be there for France, Belgium. It's going to be a stinker. I just know it's going to be a stinker. I know Matisse is covering it because Matisse, every game he covers is a stinker. So, you know what I mean? No,
I'm glad I missed the Mexico game. Yeah, I was going to do the Mexico game, and I thought, no, I'll go to bed because I've got to get up early. Didn't hear the alarm anyway. Yeah, I checked the score when I woke up. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I swept that Mexico game 0-0. Bro, 3 a.m. kickoff, 2 a.m. kickoff, or whatever.
Dead man. So listen,
I think Kendrick Myers didn't turn up then.
Hey, Stink and hooked. You should have did that. Late tweet today.
I should do it now. Oh, sorry, I only just seen it. Stink and hooked.
All right, guys, like the video, man. Please like the video on your way out, man. And we'll be back next week for Midday Live. I'll see you later on for the Euro watch along. Big up LB, big up Lewis, and we'll see you soon. Take care.